sit. So always have her sit in front of the crate. Good. I'm giving her a reward for this time, but you don't always have to give her a reward. I'm just doing it this one time. Open the door, see how the leash is loose. Make sure you're not holding her in place like that, because that will actually cause her to be more nervous and cause her to lean against this tension. So keep the leash loose, open the door, and then with your right hand, pat her chest and say, go. She'll go in there. And then I always kneel down, give her a reward, and I take off her prong collar and her choke chain in the crate. It's a perfect place to put on and take off her stuff, because she's just waiting there calmly for you to do it. If you do it outside the crate, you're going to run into having to struggle with her, and she's going to be all excited because she knows she's going to go on a walk, or when she comes home she'll probably be excited too, and that's disrespectful. If she's going to disrespect you in that way, she'll disrespect you in other ways. So this is a great way to teach her to be calm, wait for you to put on or take off her equipment in the crate. Later on, when she's used to doing it and staying calm when you do it, you can do it outside the crate. But for the first few months, I highly recommend you do it this way. When I take off her stuff, I always hang the prong collar on the door like that, and put the leash in the choke chain wherever you want. Obviously the choke chain is not for training, it's just for safety. So when we have the choke chain on her, it's always hanging loose, but it's doubled up. The clip of the leash is attached to the choke chain as well as the prong collar, so if the prong collar ever comes off, the choke chain comes into play and you don't lose her on the street. So that's the only way we use the choke chain. We don't use it for training. It's very dangerous because all the pressure is right there. There's no safety like there is with a prong collar. Actually, the safety is that it's the size to the size of her neck, so it can only close so far. And also, we've shown you how to use it properly so that there's never any continuous tension on the prong collar, so it's safe. So this is only for safety, not for training, the choke chain. So if I'm going to take her out of the crate, then I'm just going to hook up the leash, the prong collar first. It saves you a lot of time. It's already hooked up, and you can just reach in. And first I'm going to reach in and put on this choke chain, and you want to have her wait inside the crate. And she's very excited now. We've never done this out in the yard. I'm just doing it out in the yard because we have a lot of open space here and we have people cleaning the house right now, so I'm showing you out here. But she's not used to being out in the yard in a crate, so she's a little bit excited. But no matter where she is, good. If she waits at that doorway, doesn't run through like most dogs will, good, she gets rewards. She tries to come out before you release her, nope. Give that a little slam like that. Good girl, but she knows to wait. And so the first thing I'm going to do is, see how I'm just putting a little reward in my hand. I'm putting my hand through the choke chain. I'm just giving her a treat, and as she's munching on that, I just string it over her head. And she loves to have that put on because it always coincides with getting that treat. And then here's another little tidbit. This is the lamb and rice, or excuse me, the lamb flavored Natural Balance. Another little tidbit, as I reach in, hook up the prong collar, see how fast that is? And I'm also hooking up the leash to the choke chain while I'm in there. And she's all hooked up. No stress, no jumping around, no trying to corral her like that and messing with her. She's just standing there waiting for me to do it. And she's also waiting at the boundary. See how she's waiting to be released? Good girl, waiting to be allowed to go through that boundary, actually. So what I do is I stand with her on my left, and then I pat my leg and say, okay. She comes out, I keep her next to me, I do a little left circle, see, still keeping that leash loose. Come back, close the door, because you always want this door closed. If she's in there, it's closed, so you can control the boundary just like I showed you, because that's a really great training exercise, what you just saw. And also, she can't go in unless you allow her to go in. So you always want to keep this door closed, and if you use the crate in this way, the way I've just shown you, it's a great tool for training. It shows the dog, it's one of the ways that you show the dog that you are in charge, that you're the leader, if you're the one that has to allow her to go in and out of her favorite place, because this is her den, she loves this place, then you must be in charge. Plus, she's got to think and wait, stop and calm herself down to wait to be allowed to go in, the same to come out. It's a great little training exercise as well. So this crate routine is really important to keep doing. Okay.